Hello guys, I'm Khan Zakir Rahman, JDSC lead of AIKDC, and welcome to the second day of Kotlin workshop. So yesterday we learned all the basic syntax of Kotlin, like how to print output, how to declare the variable. We learned about different data types. We learned about conditional, wherein we learned if, else, and a new term called when. And then we learn about the loops, wherein we learn while loop, do while loop, for loop. And in for loop, we saw a really different kind of for loop for our Kotlin. Like it that was really different from our standard C, C++, Java, or Python for loop. Okay. So now today what they're going to learn is, so today they will nothing much more complex we will learn. We will just go by step. So today we will learn about the functions, that what are the functions and how functions are declared in the Kotlin. Next thing, to get your function all clear, so that your concept of function is clear, we will just do some little problem solving, and at last, we will conclude this session with introduction to OOPS concept. Okay, so object-oriented programming concept, we will finish it, start from that. Okay, so yeah, let's start with the coding part. So as always, just go in your Kotlin playground. If you don't know, then just open your Chrome tab and write Kotlin playground, and this kind of online editor will be activated. So for those who are coming directly in the second day, so the reason that we are using the online editor is because we don't want to, install the Kotlin or install any kind of other IDE like the IntelliJ IDE, that is kind of really heavy IDE. So that's why we are using this online editor. And after this workshop, you guys will be starting your Android basic code lab, or in short, the link that we have shared in the group. You will guys will start doing code lab over there, and then in over the code lab, they will teach you guys how to use Android, how to install Android Studio. And Android Studio already has a built-in Kotlin, Java, everything built in. Okay, so that's why we are using this Kotlin workshop online editor. Okay, so yesterday I told you guys that we use fun as a keyword to declare a function, right? So main is also a function, but this function is, you will find this main function in almost every your Kotlin program, and this function will be executed by the compiler. Now you guys may be thinking that यार तो जो ये function को call नहीं कर रहा है, so how the heck is this getting executed? Like for those who have little knowledge about programming, so to execute a function, we need to call that function, right? But over here we are not calling any function. So this function is being called by the compiler itself. Okay. And for those who are new to this world, what we say, this programming world, so what function is that? The function is nothing but a block of code which only run when it is called. Like until and unless you don't call it, it will all the chunks that is written in that block will not be executed. Or more precisely, or in more simple word, ना, अगर हमें एक टास्क बार बार रिपीट करना है, like for example in my program I am adding let's say 3 to 5 number again and again. So instead of writing like 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, what I can do is that I can just create a function, and whenever I call that function, my three digit will be added. Okay, so that's what a basic scenario of function is. And also function are the other name for function is method. So if you guys heard function or method, they both are same. Okay. So what are function? Function are block of code that are used to perform certain actions when they are called. Okay. So, and also you guys have been using the function from the starting of this session. Like you guys remember, we use print ln to print the output in the console. This print ln or print is also a function. Okay, and what this function do? The task of this function print ln. Okay, so the print ln is also a function. It is nothing, what we say a magic or jadoo. It's not something like that. It is a function. Our print ln is a function that is nothing. The whole target is nothing but to print the output. Like for example, if I run it, you see that I get this hello world. But what this print ln is? This print ln is a function. Okay, and so now there are two types of function. The first one is called as inbuilt function, and second one is called a user defined function. जो नाम है, that's what they work here. So this println is an inbuilt function. Mean what this println function is been, already there in Kotlin. So that's why it's inbuilt. But for example, let's say I want to create a function that give me the sum of the two numbers. So what that function is called? That function is called as user-defined function. Like I am writing that function. See what would that function take and what it will return. So that's all called as user-defined function. Okay, so the other what we say, the user-defined functions where you guys remember last time in yesterday we did something like this, that we declare a string, like we declare something like this, and then we compared this yes with another one, like we did this in name. What we did that print ln name dot compare to, and then we wrote over here YSHA, and it gave us negative mark. Like until unless both string are not same, it will give us negative. If the both string are same, it will give a zero. So this compared to function, this compared to is also a inbuilt function. And what it is, so about this function, like we will go in deep about how this name dot compare to is being called. We will go about this in deep tomorrow or at the end of this session. But for now, just get in your mind that this compared to this print ln, all these things are your functions, and which whatever function they are your inbuilt function. Okay, so did you get a rough idea about what functions are? If yes, then type yes in the chat box. Then we can continue with writing our own function. Okay. Yes. Okay. So now let's go with a simple thing. Now what I want is that I want to write a function that whenever I call that function, it just give me a print that yeah, this function is been called. Just a minute. Okay, I'm sorry. So I want to write a function that whenever I call that function, it just give me you called a function. So now to define any function, the first thing I want to do is that I have to write fun. So what fun means, I'm repeating again. Fun is a keyword to declare a function, fun, and then the name of the function. So let's say I call the function as my function, my function. Oh, no, it's not looking cheap. Let's say I call it as, yeah, let's call it a fun. Okay, and then you have to give a bracket, and over here in bracket you pass the parameter. So what parameter is called is that like for example, let's say yeah, let's say Daniel. Okay, so Daniel is a chef, and if I want to make, if I want Daniel to make me a cake. Okay, let's go with basic simple example. If I want Daniel to give me a cake, so what I have to do, I have to provide him all the material like flour and all that thing that is required to create a cake. Like I have to provide him all the ingredient, right? So the what a function is that, what a function are that what are, sorry, what are the argument are nothing but these are some kind of parameters that you need to pass whenever you call the function. Like for example, if I want to create a function that adds two numbers, okay, I want to create a function that adds two numbers, then I have to pass two numbers to the function. And like ऊपर से तो वो number लेगा नहीं. There has to be a somewhere that from which I will pass the number. So I will pass my number to the function via the parameter. Okay, so how we are writing parameter, we will just see in like future after this. But for now, just get it in your mind as we define all our parameter inside this inside the bracket. Okay, and then curly bracket, and inside this curly bracket, you write all your code. Okay, so what I want my function to do is that it need to just print me function call. Okay, so I have defined my function, and now to call this function, all I need to do is to just call it. And how you call your function? Just write the name of your function and then the brackets. Okay, now if I run this, you will see that it's a function called. Okay, so this is how a normal function is, a normal user defined function is created in Kotlin. Your fun keyword, the name of function, bracket, and inside your curly bracket, you write all your code chunks. Okay, so now what we are going to do is that now we are going to create a function that adds two number. Okay, now I want to create a function that adds two numbers. So first, what I will do is that I will just create fun and let's name this function as add nums. Okay, and then curly and then bracket. But now inside this bracket, I have to pass the argument. Okay, and how you pass the argument in Kotlin is that you write whatever the argument name is. Like for example, let's say my argument name is nums1, and then double colon, and then the data type of that argument. Okay, so you have to define the data type of the argument within like whatever the parameter argument. What sorry, yeah, you have to define the data type of the parameter. So how we do the nums1 and then let's say int. Okay, so what this does is that it needs a integer parameter. Okay, and then comma and then nums2 and then int. So what my function need is that whenever I need to call this function, I need to pass two integers. Okay, I need to pass two integers, not string, not float, not boolean. I need to pass two integers. And what if I pass a boolean or any kind of string? It will give me an error. It will say that parameter does not like let's try it. Let's try to first print the argument. Let's just try to print the argument first. And yeah, print ln and okay, so to call the function now what I have to do is that I have to write the uh, I need to write the name of that I need to write the name of that function nums, and now I need to pass the argument. So in our previous function, that is func, since it doesn't need any kind of parameter, since it was empty parameter, that's why we didn't pass anything. But right now we need to pass two integer number. Okay. So what if I pass 1, comma 2, 1, comma 3? Okay. And if I now run it, yeah. So you see, this is the function call that was called by our previous function, and this is 1 and 3 that is to be done by our second add nums. What if I pass string? Okay, let's say I pass hello world. Okay, let's pass hello world, and if I run it, it will give me either type mismatch. So if I want to take any kind of string as an argument, then I have to just change this integer from string. Okay, and also you can just type any, so that any argument or any data type value is in passed to the function. Okay, but for right now we need integers. Okay, so yeah, so we need integers, and let's just remove it. So what this function is doing is doing nothing much, that it's adding two numbers. So print ln nums1 plus nums2. Okay, and run it. So yeah, it does take we pass 1 and 3, so the addition of 1 and 3 is 4. Okay, similarly I can do any kind of operation like minus and into, multiply and divide, whatever. Okay, but now there is one kind of drawback. I am calling this function. Okay, this is good, but this function is not returning me anything. For like now, let's say example that I want this addition of 1 and 3 in future. Like for example, if I want I added this number right now, but I need this 4 in future. So how can I get the value for whatever we are doing inside this function? We are not getting any kind of output over here. Like if I try to like it's a simple thing. This function is not returning me anything. It's like I have gave all the ingredients to Daniel. I have given all the flour, maida, and vanilla essence to Daniel, but he's eating the cake alone. Like he need to return me the cake back now. Like if I'm providing him my ingredient, then he need to give me cake back. So similarly, right now we are providing all the argument to this function, but this function is not returning us anything. So to return, for example, if I need this function to return the value, what I need to write is I need to write return. Okay, so return is a keyword that is used in the function to terminate this function. Like for example, अगर यहाँ पे मैंने कुछ लिखा था, for example, let's say if I write nums1 plus nums2, so what this function will do is that it will execute this line of code. If we say ठीक है, ये function को ये return करना है, once it execute this function, the function will be terminated. So for example, अगर मैं यहाँ कुछ भी लिखा, let's say I write print ln yo. Okay, if I try to run it, so it will give me error first. So ठीक है, infer type is in, but unit was unexpected. But okay, so what happened now? So in Kotlin, what you need to do is that you need to also, if your function is returning anything, like our this add num function is returning the sum of two digits, right? So we need to write the what we say the data type of the value that will be written by this function. So what our function is returning? Our function is returning integer. Okay, like 1 plus 3 क्या हुआ 4. And what is 4? 4 is integer. So I need to write integer over here. How we specify the return data type of the function. After the argument, just type double colon and then data type. So it is integer. Okay, int. So now if I try to run it, it will not give me any error. It will just say function call. And you can see that it does not print ln u. Since we are, although we are calling this at nums, you guys can see that it does not print u. Why? Because after executing this return function, it is terminating the function over here. And also you can see that over here I get exclamation mark saying that unreachable code. ठीक है, मतलब ये इसके बाद आगे कोई एग्जीक्यूट होगा नहीं. सो गाइस रिमेंबर, जहां भी तुम लिखोगे ना रिटर्न, उसके आगे का जो भी लाइन ऑफ कोड रहेगा वो एग्जीक्यूट नहीं होगा. ठीक है. सो या एंड नाउ टू गेट दिस फोर, लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल अभी देखो, अभी जैसा तुम लोग सोचोगे कि भाई तुमने बोला था कि ये फोर जो आएगा हमें कभी फ्यूचर में यूज करना रहेगा. सो हाउ टू यूज ए वैल्यू इज दैट ना, कि इंस्टेड ऑफ राइटिंग एट नम्स व्हाट आई कैन डू इज दैट आई कैन डू व्हाट आई इज इक्वल टू एड नम्स. मतलब क्या, आई एम डिक्लेयरिंग अ वेरिएबल आई, एंड उस आई की वैल्यू क्या होगी, उस आई की वैल्यू वो होगी जो भी ये नम्स वाला फंक्शन है प्रोवाइड करेगा. ठीक है. सो अगर मैं यहाँ पे किया क्या प्रिंट ln and I, and if I try to run it, you can see that I get the answer 4. So क्या हुआ, इस I की वैल्यू वो हुई जो ये add num रिटर्न करेगा. ठीक है. सो अगर मैं इसकी वैल्यू कर दिया क्या स्ट्रिंग, ठीक है, अगर इस वैल्यू स्ट्रिंग क्या, तो ये मुझे एरर देगा, बोलेगा कि तुमने बोला था कि डेटा टाइप रिटर्न होगा स्ट्रिंग और दे रहे हो तुम इंटीजर. तो लेट्स ट्राई. ठीक है, यहाँ बोला इनफैर टाइप इज इंटीजर बट स्ट्रिंग वाज एक्सपेक्टेड. तो वही बोला जैसे कि भाई क्या फालतू गिरी है, बोल रहा था कि स्ट्रिंग पास करेगा, स्ट्रिंग रिटर्न करेगा और रिटर्न कर रहा है इंटीजर. ठीक है. सो वापस से रिपीट करते हैं इन हिंदी. सो so how we used to write a function is that first we use fun and then name of the function, and then we write the parameter, and how parameters are defined in Kotlin is that the name of the parameter double colon and then the data type of the parameter. And if your function is returning anything, then you need to also define its return data type. So whatever, so and how you define return data type is that now you after your parameter you write after your parameter and before your curly bracket. ठीक है. कि यहाँ पे ऐसा बाजू में आगे कर्ली ब्रैकेट के बाजू में लिखोगे INT, सो ये एरर देगा. यू नीड टू राइट इट बिफोर योर फंक्शन स्टार्टेड. ठीक है. सो ये आपको जो फंक्शन है वो चालू होगा यहाँ से. ठीक है. इधर तक तो आपने बस फंक्शन को इनिशियलाइज किया था, लाइक उसका क्या बोलते हैं, उसका डेटा टाइप क्या है, उसका पैरामीटर क्या, वो सब कहा था. आपको जो मेन फंक्शन है वो चालू होता है फ्रॉम कर्ली ब्रैकेट. ठीक है. सो उस कर्ली ब्रैकेट के पहले आपको उसका डेटा टाइप डालने का. ठीक है. सो ऐसा होता है हमारा फंक्शन डिफाइन. सो यू गाइस गॉट आइडिया ना कि कैसा फंक्शन डिफाइन होता है इन Kotlin. यस. ओके. कूल. बाकी लोग भी तो है, राधे फिर निधि और प्रतीक्षा को समझा क्या बस. ठीक है. नो नो मैटर. ठीक है. सो नाउ वी गॉट, अभी हम क्या कहते हैं, अभी तो हमने जस्ट दो आर्ग्यूमेंट लिए थे. ठीक है. लाइक हमने एक ऐसा आर्ग्यूमेंट, लेट्स से हम लोग एक फंक्शन लिखते हैं जो 3 नंबर ऐड करेगा. तो मैं क्या करूंगा, मैं यहाँ पे डाल दूंगा क्या nums3 और INT. ठीक है. और मैं यहाँ पे लास्ट में क्या करूंगा, मैं यहाँ पे आऊंगा ऐड करूंगा nums3. ठीक है. और मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा, सिंस मैंने यहाँ पे एक नया और पैरामीटर ऐड किया, आई नीड टू राइट वन मोर पैरामीटर ओवर हियर. सो यहाँ पे 4 किया और मैंने यहाँ पे रन किया. सो मुझे 1 + 3 + 4 का आंसर मिलेगा, दैट इज 8. ठीक है. सो लेकिन अभी ऐसा कंपलसरी नहीं होता है कि मैं जो पैरामीटर पास करूंगा वो पैरामीटर मुझे हमेशा चाहिए. लाइक कभी कभी ऐसा भी होता है कि आई नीड टू पास अ डिफॉल्ट आर्ग्यूमेंट, कि फॉर एग्जांपल मेरे को एक ऐसा फंक्शन लिखना है जो दो दो इंटीजर्स को भी ऐड करेगा और 3 इंटीजर्स को भी ऐड करेगा. तो उसके लिए मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा, जो मेरा लास्ट वाला है ये इंटीजर है nums = 3, ये मुझे एज ए डिफॉल्ट पास करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है. एक मिनट दादा, यार सिस्टम हैंग कर रहा है इसमें. हाँ चल गया. ठीक है. सो हम लोग डिफॉल्ट, सॉरी फॉर द इनकन्वीनियंस, सो हम डिफॉल्ट आर्ग्यूमेंट कैसे पास करते हैं ना, कि अभी देखो फॉर एग्जांपल मेरे को डिफॉल्ट आर्ग्यूमेंट पास करने के लिए क्या करना पड़ता है, जो भी आपका डिफॉल्ट पैरामीटर होगा उसका आपने नाम लिखा, सॉरी डेटा टाइप लिखा, और बाद में उसके यहाँ पे इक्वल टू साइन मार के कर दो एज योर डिफॉल्ट आर्ग्यूमेंट। तो क्या होगा, अगर मैं, चलो अगर देखो मैं दिखाता हूँ, अगर मैं ये देखो हमारा जो ऐड नम्स है इसके अंदर है 3 पैरामीटर, हाँ ये रिक्वायर्ड है इसका 3 पैरामीटर, लेकिन पास कर रहा हूँ 2, लेकिन जब भी इसको ऐड करूंगा तो मुझे एरर देगा नहीं। इससे मुझे नॉर्मली 4 दिया, लाइक 1 + 3 4 किया, क्यों? क्योंकि जो लास्ट वाला था हमारा नम्स ट्री, ये हो गया डिफॉल्ट आर्ग्यूमेंट, और इसकी डिफॉल्ट वैल्यू क्या है, इसकी डिफॉल्ट 0 है। एंड दिस कैन बी एनीथिंग, लाइक मैं यहाँ पे अगर यहाँ पे स्ट्रिंग नम्स है तो यहाँ पे मैं डाल दूंगा वर्ड प्लेयर से, मैं यहाँ पे डाल दिया स्ट्रिंग, और फिर मैं यहाँ स्ट्रिंग के बाद इक्वल टू मैं हेलो वर्ड भी आ सकता हूँ, लाइक कुछ भी आ सकता हूँ मैं। और इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि अगर एक आर्ग्यूमेंट मेरा डिफॉल्ट हो गया तो मैं उसे वापिस से मैं इसमें 3 जा सकता नहीं है कि देखो, मतलब इन शॉर्ट बोले मतलब ये है कि अगर आपने एक डिफॉल्ट आर्ग्यूमेंट पास किया तो इट इज नॉट कंपल्सरी दैट देन यू हैव टू ओनली पास 2 वैल्यू टू द पैरामीटर, आई कैन आल्सो ऐड वन मोर वैल्यू ओवर हियर। सो अगर मैं रन करूंगा वापस, देन आई विल गेट द आउटपुट ऑफ 30। देखा? तो इसने क्या किया, इसने 0 की वैल्यू जो थी उसने 0 की वैल्यू 9 से रिप्लेस कर दिया। ठीक है? सो ऐसा डिफॉल्ट आर्ग्यूमेंट हम लोग डिफाइन करते हैं। सो समझा ना कैसे हो जाए डिफॉल्ट आर्ग्यूमेंट?